She told me, she's doing taxes right now.
Pero se me hace que como quiera, la última vez llegó, no llegó temprano, porque me acuerdo que she got out of the some stuff.
No, she was here before, she was here early.
We have a quorum?
Yes, ma'am. Have you already?
Diana.
Mande.
You started?
Yes.
Yeah, you can start with us. Yeah, okay. Good afternoon, ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. This is the meeting of the Laredo Commission for Women. Today's February the 12th, and we're here at the public library. Can you all please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance? Ready? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies, could we have roll call, please? María Zamudio? Here. Guadalupe Ramírez? Okay. We'll keep our eye out for her. Amber Avis Hinojosa? Mary Lou Ibarra is not going to be here. Silvia Palombo?
Present.
Esther Pirova?
Present.
Maria Yvette Romero? We were not able to get a hold of her. We left a message. Diana Rodriguez?
President.
Sandra Cavazos Ayala?
Present.
And Rosa Maria de Llano.
Present.
So we have 4 absents?
We have a quorum.
Por eso, pero there's 4 absents, Lupita, Ibarra, Amber, and Romero.
Yeah,
we were told
and
of-
Miss Ibarra.
Yeah, because we're a total of 10 members, 6 are here and 4 are absent.
How about Jessica Ontiveros?
She's,
no longer.
how do you call it? Yes, she forfeited.
Oh.
She what?
She forfeited.
Oh, I didn't know
She had 4 absent, 3 consecutive absences. right?
And we have started a new year, so the absences are being counted from here on.
Yes.
Wasn't she being excused for pregnancy?
that. Yes, I thought she was.
No, I mean, she was gonna join us online.
She only did once, I think.
Yes, I remember hearing her baby, so did her baby.
I'm sure she's practicing.
Fortunately, yes, that's the thing. And so that was for last year, so now the new year started in January.
It's calendar year.
And so far, right now, these are the 4 ladies that are absent.
The first time, for the first.
There's the first absence.
Very well. Okay, no citizens' comments, right?
No,
Nobody's
that had come in.
Okay, any communications and announcements?
Well, in the communications, I think that I would like to say that at the last city council meeting, it was a real productive meeting. We were number 80 something on the agenda, but we were very lucky enough that they were able to bring us up early on the agenda. It took us a while, but it went very well. Sandra, her husband, and myself were present at the time, and they were very happy to accept the nominees, and as well, they did recommend that they would, for us to include for the Hall of Fame, 2 young ladies that have been extremely doing fantastically well in the city, which is Jennifer La Traviesa, which is in boxing, that she's going to be representing the Laredo, the city of Laredo in the Olympics in Paris. And this is the first time for Laredo, so the mayor was the one that recommended for us to include them at the Hall of Fame so they could be introduced as guest speakers. Well, not guest speakers, but guest attendees, for being the fact that they're going to be representing the city of Laredo. And the other little young lady, well, not little young lady, but she went all the way down to, I think she was recognized as national, also representing the city. So we're going to have 2 special guests.
What's her name? The second one?
Brianna
Brianna, I think she's from Alexander.
No, she did tell me.
Tell you. But she's also, I mean, the mayor wanted for us to invite them for the fact that they're probably going to be our future city ladies in the near future. And it's very highly of Laredo that we have a lot of talent. and oftentimes we don't recognize,
Right.
yeah.
What did Brianna, what did she do? I didn't get it, I'm sorry.
I'll announce it in.
You'll announce it, okay.
So on those communications, I would like to commend Sandra for being able to be there at the meeting. And it went very well. And so that's my communications for announcements then.
Thank you, Diana, I appreciate that. Yes, it was nice. And council very cooperative and all willing to help, and I think everything's falling into place very well.
Yeah, bueno, that's
So,
all.
and Diana was there also.
Guadalupe Ramirez.
For the record,
Can she hear us?
Verified.
can you hear us?
She needs to be on camera.
Oh.
She needs to be on camera for it to show.
And she's on mute, and she's muted, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's muted.
Guadalupe, can you turn on your camera, please?
Is her muted?
Unmute and unmute.
Unmute?
There.
Request
sent.
She's, what does it mean that she's unverified?
Because
There
she's
you
not there.
Can you hear us?
Ahora sí, ya.
Yes.
Can you turn on your camera?
My camera. I don't know how to do that.
Check on are you on your phone?
On your computer.
I'm trying to get, yes.
Okay, it should have like on the menu on the corner on the right side. And see if it pops up where it says camera or video.
FaceTime, I think it says.
Video or camera?
Okay, let me see.
Because we do need to see.
Okay, while we're waiting for her, do y'all want to take a few minutes to look at the minutes for last month?
And there are 2 corrections. We do get these as a PDF, so we can't edit it. So under attendance, where it says Ms. Ontiveros was absent, she was no longer a part of the.
That's why I asked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then on the Roman numeral number 6, it says all members voted in favor. Meetings were approved as minutes were approved.
Okay, and who wrote these?
Which was this one?
Last
six.
month.
Number 6.
What was the correction?
What do we change in that one?
At the last sentence, it says all members voted in favor, meetings were approved. It should be minutes were approved.
Minute.
Well, actually, Amber's helping us with it. And is anybody writing minutes right now?
It's gonna have to be Angie looking at the meeting and take into account my
Yeah,
notes.
because we don't officially, since Ms. Ontiveros is no longer with us.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah, there you
There you
are.
are.
Welcome.
Yourself, Lupita, please.
Welcome,
Minutes
Lupita.
were approved, minutes
Yeah.
instead of meetings.
Well, let's finish this first, and then we'll discuss about the secretary, because we don't have that. Let's finish the minutes first. Right. Yeah, and am I doing that in the order? You're the sergeant at arms. First, we have this on the floor right now, right?
Can you hear us?
Let's approve the minutes.
Okay, well, the corrections were extended by Mary that, where it says Jessica Ontiveros Viera was absent, so she was no longer
A member.
a member,
Right.
not a member anymore, ¿verdad?
Right.
Because of her absences. And then numeral number 6, all members voted in favor
Jessica Ontiveros, what's her name?
of meetings.
Yeah.
All members voted in favor, meeting, was it meeting? It's minutes.
Minutes, it should be minutes, not meeting.
Okay, minutes.
And any other corrections you might
Let's
have.
take a minute to read them. Lupita, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Perfect, thank you.
Very well.
Thank you.
We're just making sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say that the minutes are extended, corrected, so moved as a,
With the
And
correct.
I second the motion.
okay, so,
And I'm moving.
Okay, we have a motion by Diana Rodriguez to approve the minutes with the given corrections. And a second by Rosa Maria de Llano. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the minutes have been approved. Thank you, ladies. Okay, next on the agenda, we have, discussion and possible action regarding the following items. Okay, the update on Women's Hall of Fame. So, on February the 7th, we met Diana Rodriguez, Sylvia Palombo, and myself, and Amber Avis Hinojosa. We met at the Black and White Coffee at our traditional place where we meet, and to discuss updates on the Hall of Fame. Okay, so I'm just gonna go, and ladies, you, Sylvia and Diana, if you can please add anything if I've missed out on anything, okay? First of all, we did take our headshots. Thank you all so much for coming. Nikki already has them, and they turned out really nice. She's working with them. In fact, this morning I met with her for 2 hours. I took 2 hours of her valuable time, but it was a wonderful meeting.
Only 2 hours?
Only 2 hours, only 2 hours, but it's wonderful. She was-
I'm sure that you could have maybe done breakfast or lunch.
Yes, we could have, but she had to go and do other, she had other things. But anyway, she was very excited because now she's got that, she's going on, continuing with the program and working on it. She got all the information that she needs to get. And ladies, I want to thank you all the madrinas, especially the madrinas, because she has every single headshot for every lady, whether it was by pulling teeth or what. And bios too, because I know I worked with some of you. We had to make phone calls, we had stories, but anyway, we got it done. It doesn't matter what we did, right, but we got it done. So congratulations. Some that were easy to get, and some we had a little bit more difficulties, but we got them. So thank you all very much, and we're on target. And Nikki's very happy for that because that gives her more time that she really is gonna need to work on the program. So thank you so much, that's excellent. All bios and pictures are in. The next thing we discussed was the media reception. After meeting with Nikki for 2 hours, I went home with my husband and grabbed something for lunch, and then I had a few phone calls, and then I went to the Falcon International Bank and met with Natalie Hernandez. She's an angel, super sweet young lady, and we met in the reception center. We talked about the seating arrangement. They have a podium. It's a big room when you walked into that media reception. But in the very corner in the back, they have the podium. But that podium cannot be moved from there because it's already connected to all their electrical system.
Right.
So the podium has to stay there. So she suggested that we have the 9 chairs in front of the podium, and that we have then audience style sitting. An aisle in the middle, 5 chairs and to the back on this side, and 5 to the back on this side. And then the food will be in one of the tables over there on the side, and then the drinks and that will be on the little bar area that they have there. And then they have those tall tables. That people can, like cocktail tables that they can just put around, and you can have your little sandwiches. They're gonna have little burger sandwiches and water and sodas. And so it seems to be that everything is fine there. It starts at 6 o'clock. The most important thing I feel, and right now I talked to Ms. Solis, and we had talked about this at the meeting also, Diana, if you recall, and Sylvia, that we need the media there, because that's what this is all about, the media to be there so they can take pictures, so they can be in a newspaper, in the TV, and so on. So Ms. Solis was just telling me that I need to provide Noraida the information regarding all of that. So Noraida officially sends the press release to the media. And I had asked Diana if she could help with that. We need to follow up also with the media. Did you all get a press release? Can we count on you on being there?
Confirm so that we
Yes,
know you're
confirm
coming.
that you're gonna be there, and so on and so forth, so that we can have media coverage.
Well, like I was telling you, I did speak to Angie, and I spoke to her for the simple fact that we follow protocol. You know, I know that Ms. Noraida is the person in charge of the city,
Right,
and we're under the umbrella of her.
right.
As a commission member, I will help and remind Noraida that I cannot do a press release.
No.
So I know that she has the power to do that. And speaking to people that I know in the media, they said, they asked me, are they already working, do you all have the name of the selection of the ladies? They said, yes, we do, they're already approved by the city. And they're starting to work on a tabloid where they actually sell their ads for congratulations.
Are they starting, you know that for a fact?
Excuse me?
You know that for a fact, they're starting to work on a template?
They were telling me that they were asking me if they had already selected the ladies. And I said, they were approved by the city.
Right.
So, I know that Ms. Noraida is the one in charge. But I know that in prior years, Mr. Green always has, for that day that we have
For that Sunday,
the brunch, every chair has the tabloid, you know, as a reminder of the congratulations of the young ladies, the ladies that have been inducted. And of course, a lot of times, oftentimes people are left behind because they didn't tell them with enough time to get ads or to get people to congratulate them, and, you know. And so they said that, yeah, we know that it's just right around the corner. Yeah, I know it because everything goes up pretty quick. Yeah, but I know that the Falcon Bank is hosting this year. That's going to be the 29th, and then of course on the 17th we have the main event. And at that time they're going to be having the photographers and the different things. But they did mention to me that they were going to start working on, as soon as they would get the release from Noraida, to get in contact, because they have the contact numbers and names of the
Who is
ladies.
that again? Who told you that? Laredo Tax? Laredo Tax.
Yeah, and they're one of the.
Yeah, they're the ones that I
They're the main ones.
Yeah. Who's that person that you talked to Laredo Tax?
The one in charge is Adriana Duvalli.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, very good, awesome, very good.
I have a question. I thought that the city would prepare packets for the media and they would be sent out to the media. I didn't know that we were supposed to do it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
because
my-
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the city.
No,
All right, to
not-
Laredo.
Okay,
To
okay.
Laredo,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
I will send that information, she just told me.
Oh,
And
okay.
I will send that information to Noraida, where it's gonna be, at what time, you know,
Gotcha, gotcha.
everything. Noraida, then, it's because
Gotcha.
she's the only one that can do it.
Right, right.
She will then send it to the
Yeah.
media list that she has.
Okay.
And then we, as a courtesy or as a, you know, we can just follow up to remind them, but it's coming from Noraida.
That's why I was just asking.
Yeah.
Because we've never done it. And when you told me that I was in charge of media, they hit.
No, wait, yeah, you're in charge of media as far as making sure that it gets, you know, that it gets done, but not to send it out. No,
That's
we
why
cannot.
you were asking, right?
Yeah, it's because Dr. Martin was in charge of media, when, in that original committees, she put her in charge of media and all, and getting, you know, all that going.
That was
But
for the women's health clinic,
No,
right?
and for this too, and for the commission, for the Hall of Fame. But since she resigned, then that's why I'm asking you to help.
You know, I mean, as of right now, I mean, they're.
It's going, yeah,
It's going.
very good. Okay, very good, thank you, Diana. The other thing is we decided we were gonna wear pink that evening. And we can wear it with black pants.
No, they have their media reception.
Right. And also, you're gonna get the stem roses, right? So that
Yeah.
we were thinking as I'll be emceeing the event, the media reception, as I call them up, then they'll come up, they'll take the first seat, whoever we call first, probably by categories. Then the madrina will come up, give them the stem rose, and they'll be standing there until all 9 are there, and then they can sit down, and then I'll call all the madrinas to come and stand behind them and the rest of the members, so we can take a group picture.
But we
How's-
took you the
how's-
trophies, no?
Huh?
No, not yet. This is the
This is a media.
This is
Oh,
the
media
media
reception.
Oh, like, no. Yeah, no, just,
Fantastic.
This is gonna be for the media.
For the media reception.
So the madrina is gonna be giving the rose to each
To her person, yeah, to her, I had it. Her, I had it, okay? And so you all be there close by, and Sylvia's gonna be up with me in the podium, we'll have the roses and a little table behind us, and she'll come up, we'll give the madrina the rose, the madrina goes to give, and then they stand up there. Well, the person, you all can go back, and then at the end, I'll call you all, everybody, come and stand behind them, and then we'll take the group picture.
Well, I think it would be easier that once they sit, that we stand behind and that keeps less,
Well, however, we'll figure, yeah.
because it'll be this time, because the photographers, a lot of times they have
They just
all
take
these
pictures.
different events going on, especially because of the Washington's birthday celebration.
Well, I think it's about then, I don't know.
This is after it's on the 29th.
Yes,
Ya
that's
pasó
29.
Washington's birthday.
Yeah, they'll be okay. Ellas que se estén paradas ahí, and then I'll say, okay, well, the madrinas will come and join them, and then we'll take the group picture. Okay. All right, then we have, that's it. That should be it for the media reception. Anything else?
And then we go up to,
Not that I can think of.
then we do
We're
the,
gonna have a sign-in sheet, right?
Oh,
For
yeah,
if
the
we
sign-in
have any
sheet.
dignitaries that show up or whatever, que firmen so that I can introduce them, recognize them before we start the.
I know that I've already spoken to Dr. King and they confirmed for both events, him and his wife.
Okay, good.
And had
That's
already
nice.
sent, well, I told you. And Angie.
Well, Nikki and I talked this morning, and I asked her if she could come up with a little invitation, like you're
Great.
cordially invited to attend I'm talking about the bigger event, the Hall of Fame. Yes, and to please RSVP by a certain date. And then that way we'll have a little bit of a better, not that, some people don't RSVP, but then if they don't, we can just follow up with calling those that haven't, and it'll be less work. Okay? So yes, that would be great. So as soon as, you know that there's a dignitary there or an elected official,
Yeah.
let's write it down on the sign.
Excuse me?
They need to sign in, we'll have the officials. I'm sorry.
Que se fue.
She's just talking to somebody in her.
No, we just need to get a list of all people that are coming in, that are dignitaries or that are elected officials from the city, or whatever elected official
Special
there
guest.
is there, we need to announce them, not just to recognize them,
Miranda has an official list.
Okay, well,
You might wanna ask her for that.
All right. Just highlight-
You can, who gets
highlight.
introduced first. and-
Oh, that's
I got it.
Okay, very good.
And also, just a reminder, because oftentimes, we have so many things in our plates, and it has happened that towards the end of the ceremony, at the media reception, that we make sure that we do thank the Papa Bear.
I have it, I already have that, yeah. I have it on the
Yes,
agenda.
and they're-
Yeah, I have it. President.
A lot of times,
Yeah.
¿qué nos pasa?
No, pues hopefully, that's why I'm gonna have this in front of me. So hopefully I won't forget. See, the Hall of Fame, I already talked to her and she's gonna say a few words.
Yes.
Natalie will say a few welcome words. And then at the end, I will thank them one final time, acknowledge them. And then group picture so that nobody get up yet until we take the group picture and then, they can go and get.
Maybe at this time, if I may suggest, maybe, I don't know if it's possible, Mary, that maybe we could have a little certificate printed for Welcome Back in appreciation of their hosting the event. And that way, we don't have
Can you
to,
give me the wording for it? We can work on
because
that.
usually we send thank you notes for individuals. I would think that maybe at that time when we're closing, we could present them with a,
Certificate of appreciation.
Yeah, appreciation.
Certificate to the Falcon International.
LCW or Lorry Commission for Women, Hall of Fame, whatever
Very good
they're,
idea. Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm a former teacher, you know that.
I know.
And it's always very
I was always
appreciative
writing, yeah.
when people are, even if it's the simplest, smallest little token of whatever it is, you need to make sure that you appreciate and you give thanks to acknowledge them.
You can send me the wording, how you want it,
Pues it's your idea.
Was the writer, yeah?
Somebody do it because I'm not gonna have time to be, if somebody can do it, I'll be happy to present it, but somebody, yeah.
One that's-
Y lo llevan.
The generic one, I mean, the Lorraine Commission for Women would like to.
She'll do it, right?
No, I'll make it do it. I'll make it do it, no.
Or
I'll send it,
maybe,
I'll send it to you, Rosie, or to Nick, you know.
yes, it's just.
And I'll give her a heads up about it.
You
A
give her the
certificate of
seal.
appreciation to Falcon International Bank, that's it for.
Is there
for
a
the use of the-
Reception for
For hosting the.
reception.
The media reception on such and such a date, and then signature, de lo firme.
For your support.
Appreciation.
It's for your support.
Yeah, that's
Appreciation certificate.
It's for your support. Generic is for your support.
No, not for your support.
Well, you all figure it out. Just figure out the word.
Certificate of
Okay,
appreciation.
next, let's go into the next item, number 3, which we discussed, this is my agenda that we discussed that day, the Hall of Fame brunch, it's at La Posada. Do you know if Angie got me the contract?
It's right here.
Okay, I need to
We
sign it.
need, we have the PO already, so once we get these signed, you can resign the check.
Perfect. I'll sign it. I need to sign the contract, which is right here. And we have the 10 guests times 9 inductees, that's 90 guests there. And then we have 5 tables times 10, which is 50 people, additional people, which is 5 extra tables. So it'll be 14 tables.
Yeah.
A total of 140. She put here 150, but they charge us the ones that we confirm. So once we have, the next thing that you all as madrinas need to get is the list of their 9 guests.
Of the 9 guests. Of the
The
5
list of the
guests.
9 guests.
Of 9 guests.
Yes, from
Did,
each person.
Which takes me to my question. Did the Hall of Fame ladies receive an invitation for the event?
No.
So they received, no, they got called and which one?
We used to have.
We used to. We
Yeah.
used to send them a formal invitation, and then I think that we would even give them 10 tickets or 10 invites in the
That's
envelope.
nice.
And that's what we would do. We
You
would
want to
turn
take
it-
care of that, sir?
I don't know how to do that. I mean,
Well, because I had asked Sandra, because I know that
See, you all have done it prior years.
Yeah, we
I'm
did.
going based
It's on
on what I've
record.
seen in the past year.
the secretary would have it on record.
Because remember, they were paying at one time.
The secretary would have it on record.
How many years ago was
For
that?
the Hall of Fame.
It's been a long time. I mean,
Yeah, because I was inducted in 2018. I didn't get no invitation and I didn't get no.
We would even make the announcement in a folder with the
Por
schedule
eso
and
se
everything.
mandaban las
I think
It
the
must have been many years
secretary,
ago.
the secretary at that time, Joe Valdez office, they had the record. Did you all, did they transfer
They
everything?
gave us boxes and mostly minutes and stuff.
No, but not boxes. Anything within, not boxes, anything in a USB?
remember,
Yeah.
Where you could load it?
remember that it was Carlos Ramirez, the one that would make what now Nick is doing. He used to do the program, and then they would print it there at the
city secretary.
I'm going based on what I
Yeah.
learned from 2 years ago and then the year that I was
and then
inducted.
before- I think we did.
And that was in 2018. I didn't get no
We
invitation.
did present them with invitations and
But
tickets.
years prior, before
Before that,
It was
right
years
before
prior.
that.
Years prior. Yeah, well, if you all are welcome to do,
I don't know
whatever
who to
you all
go
think
to.
you
I mean, I
want
don't-
I know that my honoree had asked me,
for
can
tickets.
I ask
Yeah.
you? And you said no. I said, we're just doing,
A list.
that's the reason that we need a list, so when they go in, we'll highlight them that they're already here.
Right.
And it's
That was a
word
mess.
of mouth.
That was a mess. That did not work. That did not work for this reason. I think you were there. People were just going in.
Exactly.
And we were not, well, who is that? Yeah, and so that made it kind of difficult. I highly recommend that. I don't think it's a big thing. They can come up with a printed invitation. I don't think it's a big
It's
issue.
just a ticket, I mean,
It's, there's files and all
except for
that.
We didn't get any.
No.
I think we could use that same invitation that Nikki's making for you. But then the printing cost.
That was just for the city council, because
Yes.
I put my name, my number for them to RSVP.
Well, but we could take out that and
But
make
we
some-
also need to print it.
take 9.
And
by
then
the
you all
clerk.
have to pass them out to the honoree.
Yeah, we
We
take
need
it out
9.
and they would get.
And then, so let me try and understand this. So I'm invited by so-and-so, ¿verdad? And so I walk into the ballroom, and I just go, and how do I know where I'm gonna sit or what?
Exactly.
The madrina has to be there
Yes.
at the door.
Because
And
with
the
this,
madrina takes care of, I'll take care of, I'm here because Diana Saldana, okay. If you're, okay, I'll take
So,
care
you
of it.
still
on
have
the
to
ticket-
greet the person.
What I would recommend, whether we did it or not, my recommendation is, Senator Cavazos, you will have table 12. They're pre-assigned tables, all your guests will be on table 12. Because I can assure you that madrinas are not there on time, you know, it just happens. The guests are just walking in, and we're like, excuse me, can you come back?
I'm gonna be there.
You will. You and Sandra will open the place.
I mean, we all have to be
Yeah,
there.
well, I'll be
But they
there.
won't, but
No,
to
pero-
avoid that, I would
There
recommend
might be one,
your table 12.
Wait, what are the time
but
days?
not all of us.
I would recommend to put the table on the madrinas, already pre-assigned, and then as the madrinas, take them the invitations, as the madrinas.
And I think we
It's less
could
work
work
for us, because we don't need that
Yeah,
greeting
on the-
table.
I mean, on the 29th.
On the
Do we
29th,
still need a
Yes.
greeting table?
Yes, of course, because they're gonna be signing in as they walk in.
some of them will follow the protocol, but
Some of them.
majority.
Lupita wants to say something. She's been
Yeah.
waiting.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, as I recall, we were at the front as they walked in, and as they would walk in, they would tell me, I am a guest of Minita. So I would say, oh, okay, you're on table 12. Let me take you to table 12. And that way, but I had a list of the guests, let's say Minita, and I had a list of her guests, so I was expecting them.
We still need a list.
That's how we did it last time I was there.
We were chasing people, trying to guess and help them. I mean, but that's okay, it would have, yes, I remember Lupita. But if you don't
Yes.
mind, if we have to take action and vote on this, that would be my recommendation.
See, well, I really like that idea of sending one invitation. It would be one invitation, there's only 9
And the
invitations.
invitation will already have a table.
A table.
Well,
One invitation, nada más.
one invitation to the honoree with 10 tickets inside, and the tickets
nine.
already, no, because we need one for her too.
Well,
Yeah, technically there's 10.
There's 10 tickets.
You know, there's 10. So 10, one for each person, and why not have the table numbers? We can, the posada can tell us already the table numbers.
we assign
Or we assign them and whatever, and you assign them. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
we can go,
we had the tables numbered.
yeah, and then we can assign them.
we were still gonna
Yeah,
have a table.
we can assign them and then, we go from
So
there.
then basically what we need is a ticket
Yeah.
or an
The
invitation.
invitation and then the smaller card for the
For
tickets,
tickets.
to them to give them to their guests.
And can Nikki print those for
We're
us?
gonna have to.
It was recommended,
But, I
and this
mean,
is
you can
nothing
print
new.
and cut and card. Yeah, but.
Yes, do know that we were told it would have to be the city of Laredo print, because that was the city of Laredo expense. Do know that, it's nothing new that we're throwing in or anything like that. We were directed that we had to go to the print shop of the city of Laredo.
There is no print shop.
Well,
We're gonna have to,
13 measures.
they have a color copier at City Hall.
That's what it is.
Yes, that's basically, we don't have a print
So we
shop.
have to go through our city of Laredo liaison, which is.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so-
what you're saying, I'm sorry to put that extra burden on Nikki, but I think it'll help a
Lupita
lot.
has is raising her hand.
So do we have 9 guests and the honoree, or
Yes.
10 guests and the
No,
honoree?
9 guests and the honoree.
But the honoree gets a ticket also, or just 9 tickets.
What do you
10
think?
tickets, because she needs one.
Yeah, I think it's.
Can I ask you
it's 10
something?
tickets.
Why would she need one?
She's supposed to be
She's the honoree, she's got the
She's
flower
gonna
and
be there
everything.
anyway.
If we can save on that, just
Okay,
nine.
okay.
Nine.
Just nine.
Just like we were gonna get a list of 9 people,
Okay.
we get 9 tickets. You're gonna now go take them to the honoree and say, these are your 9 tickets, this is your table number 5, whatever. and please distribute them. When they get there, this is what they're gonna turn into us. The madrinas then are gonna be there in the greeting table, taking the people to their table, right? Is that what I understand?
And having a ticket will really help. Oh, my God.
And so then we don't need a list, we also
Well, the whole
need a list
thing,
to
both
check
things.
them off that they're
Yes.
not there.
We need to-
And
Yes,
those
I
are-
think the list is
for those-
perfect.
Okay.
Yes, a list and 9.
So they will just give you a list, so we'll do like a blank, just list of guests for Minita Ramirez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blank. And then they're gonna fill them out and give them to you all, correct? And then to attach to that, or paper clip to that, will be the 9 tickets in an envelope. Is that okay? Is that pretty?
Are you still saying an invitation for the?
An envelope with a 10 tick, with a 9 tickets.
And an invitation for the guests.
Invitation
And
for
an
the
invitation.
honoring. One invitation for
One
the honoring.
invitation.
Ladies, one person at a time, please, because I know that if Esther's speaking and Sandra's speaking, then maybe Sylvia can listen. I can't listen. Can you listen? Can you hear? One person at a time, because there's 3, 4 people talking at the same time.
Okay, wait, let's go ahead.
I would say that one formal invitation, it's kind of like a formality for the honoree, and then the 9 tickets attached.
For the guests.
For the,
And the list for them
And the
to.
list, okay, we'll talk to Nikki.
Correct.
Los tickets van a ser los chiquitos esos.
Nikki will produce, I don't know, I can't tell you si van a ser chiquitos.
No,
Presentes when it
No,
goes.
not that.
I don't make
No.
plans, I'm asking.
No.
No,
A ticket,
it'll be a
no.
pretty ticket
A
or.
ticket that will say the table number where you're sitting.
And you'll have
supposed to
those
be sitting.
ahead of time, the table numbers.
Yes, we'll sit down and we'll assign the table.
All right, can I have Nikki just put table number and then let you guys put them in?
No, it has to be already on the ticket, because when they
Oh,
get there, they
Oh,
need
yeah.
to know what table they're gonna
And
be
big like this.
on. Un little, a square, I mean, I know I've gone.
Like the
before.
graduation
Mira,
card?
like something like this.
Yeah.
Un cuadrito que diga, guest of Minita Ramirez, table number 5.
Yeah.
That's it. 9 of those.
It
And
could
then
be half of that.
aquí, at the invitation, Minita Ramirez, Hall of Fame inductee, the date. And she'll have to create it.
One of these sheets can be cut into, 9 spaces.
Nikki will.
Yeah.
They'll know what to do.
She'll know what to do.
But we're gonna have to write guest up and so that way she can print them all blank. And you write in guest up.
Yes.
we don't write in anything.
So then she's gonna have to
Yes,
print
so
each
she knows
table.
that
Because,
I'll
yeah.
work with her, I'll work with her.
But, okay, I was saying.
Yes, Minita Ramirez, 9 of them, and table number, that's it. She knows who the guests are.
Okay, grab the name.
Or the honorees.
Or the honorees, yes. Okay, I'll have to sit down with her again.
Lupita wants to speak.
Yes, just to clarify, so why do we need a list from her if the tickets are gonna come in? The person can just come in and walk in and to the table, so we don't have to check them. We don't need a list to check them off. If they already have the ticket with their table number, they're just gonna walk in and go to their table.
Excuse me, Lupita.
Yes,
The only reason that they need, Sandra needed a list is that that's just accountability as to how many people are coming in.
And are gonna eat.
And that way we have a count for La Posada. Because oftentimes it could be somebody that's coming in or somebody was coming in from out of town. Oh, you know what, let's go.
Y los
And we don't
llevan.
know, and instead of 9, they have 10 people or 11 or 12. Even though this says specifically 9 guests.
right.
The list, this is the first time we ever asked for a list, but Sandra wanted a list, which is okay, it's great. That way it's a double check. We have the name of the person, individual, we check off or we highlight the person that's coming in, and we know that that person is already here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have the table set up like in the center, closer and not against the wall, so that when they come in, the first thing they see is that greeting table.
That's-
So we'll be
it's always
sitting
been there.
there, and we have the,
Yes.
oh, yes, here I am, Sam Ayala, I'm with so-and-so, boom, ahí está, and we check them off.
Friendly reminder that there is an entrance to the garage and people will go into
In the
the
back.
entrance of the garage.
Because of
Right,
the party.
that's right.
And the parking, and
Yes,
so this
that's
is why
Well, but that's at the.
we have to just refer them to your ticket, please, in order for you to be seated.
Yes.
We need your ticket.
that's why we have to be vigilant and look.
Yeah, all
around.
the time, but
We
it
have to have somebody
happens.
on that end of the table, on the other, where they come into the
Sending them
door.
over to
Para
us.
estar allá esperándolos, y sabes que váyanse hasta allá.
Do we have anybody volunteer, excuse me, I don't want to get off the subject.
Let's finish this, okay,
Okay.
so let's agree, everybody, first, that, before we go on, okay? We agree that we're going to have 9 tickets done by Nikki for each guest, and invitation for the honoree. And we're gonna put that in an envelope, we're gonna give them to you, you all gonna have to, somehow I have to give them to you, on the 29th, yeah, on the 29th, I'll give them to you so that you can distribute to them. Okay, perfect.
We could actually give it to them there.
Yes, and get the list from them.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good. Any other question on that so that Esther can talk about another subtopic?
What we had in the past were volunteers.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, right? And those volunteers would be the eyes and would be standing at the door. However, because they were young, they would drift away, and so they would not stay there. But I mean, it's only going to be for the beginning.
That was when we used to have the Young Women's
The
Commission.
Young Women's Commission.
We used to have that Young Women's Commission back in the days.
So maybe the members that are not madrinas could be the ones standing by that door.
There's
just-
only 10 of us, and there's 9, there's only one that's not a madrina.
Who would that be?
No, let me tell you, the one that's not a madrina is Miss Romero.
Okay, is she here?
No,
Well, maybe you could ask her, Sandra.
yeah.
To be vigilant.
Yeah.
Que vean
And we'll
ya.
be-
I'll have her stand
No,
over
pero
there.
ya está,
Okay.
entra por el garaje.
She'll be a warrior.
Okay.
And on another subject, also remember that the lady of the Rebosos will be there earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because she needs to iron them.
I will be
You told
there.
me-
I will be there
You
early.
told me you would help
Yes.
getting
I
la
will be there
posada.
9:30,
Getting
right?
la posada to
Yeah.
Linda's,
Of course.
yes, whatever
I'll
she
take my
needs.
own iron if I have to, you know.
Okay, okay. I think she brings her own, but anyway.
Yes,
Just,
don't
but
burn.
but we need to know.
It's a special one, no?
No,
Como una
just a regular,
steamer.
she hasn't said anything.
Okay, so we continue, Sandra?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Let's go ahead and continue with, the other item that we discussed was the program. Okay, so we have a tentative program already that I gave to Nikki this morning. So basically, we are projected to begin the program at 11, give and take 5-10 minutes, depending on if everybody's there, we're ready to go, why not start at 11? But that's the time that I have to start. And then we'll have the invocation by Sister Rosemary Welsh. And then we'll have the presentation of the colors.
Can I ask a question on the presentation of the color? Do we need to have them there at what time?
They should be there by 10:30,
10:30?
I would think, unless you all think differently. But they be there already by 10:30.
Tienen que ir a estacionarse y para que...
Bueno, by 10, what do you think?
I mean, you
10?
don't want them there
I agree.
that early. I mean, it's a matter of, I mean, I'm sure that the commander or
They
whoever's
already
in charge,
know, they've done it.
they're probably gonna go in a van
They're very good about that.
and they'll be there on time.
So 10:30 is good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10:30.
Okay,
Okay, so West County Constable Precinct 1, Guadalupe Lupillo Gomez. And then the national anthem is gonna be done by Alisa Salazar. She's a VMT Texas All-State Treble Choir.
Wow.
Yes, she was in the newspaper. Yes, so I think it's an honor because, well, the superintendent will be there. So we have from a variety, you know.
She's from the Vidal and Trevino.
Verdad en Trevino, right. And then we have the national anthem, then we have the introduction of guests. And again, that is critical, we need to have, as soon as you see an elected official.
As they're walking in and
As they're
signing.
walking in, yes. I know that Judy Safirini's assistant Iris sent me the one that Judy uses, and Senator Safirini uses, the protocol. Who do we introduce first?
That's the
I have
same one that
Yeah, I
Lorena
have that
has.
protocol
Yeah.
already.
She's the one that
And we
created it.
can either have them sign next to their name so I can know they're here.
What we could do also is have, like, they're gonna be doing a list of the people that are coming in. Get a list of the special guests and have them sign in as they're walking in. And if they're signing, you know that they're present. And then, of course, you'll recognize everybody, for the, I mean, some of them might not be able to be present, but at the end, you still recognize them on behalf of, so-and-so that weren't able to attend. You know, you give them thanks anyway.
And we have a list of the special guests we're inviting.
Yes.
And
Yes,
that
Miss-
way and I think that way we'll know.
My question would be, why would we recognize someone who's not there?
No, it's only those that are
No,
there.
that's what we're saying. You
Highlight
highlight
the list and they highlight.
They
as
can,
well.
yeah, then
And that
I
way
think
they
if
just.
I see a highlight, because I'm the one that's gonna be introducing
Yes.
them. If I see a highlight,
You
I'm
look
gonna
like they're there.
introduce them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not gonna introduce them, and that's why it's critical that I get that highlighted list, because, and of course, at the end of, if I miss anybody, I apologize,
Yes.
let me know if there's
Yes.
somebody, because you don't wanna miss
So
anybody.
sometimes they come in,
But
I've
you-
done that.
Yeah, but I think highlighting in yellow is gonna help me 100% by introducing the people.
Okay, Santa Maria?
May I say, I wanted to know if, do we have a special table?
Yes,
And I
yes.
think we should say, you know, for the city councilman, just
Yes, we
table 13, or
Yes,
table,
we
you know,
have it.
okay. And for the mayor?
Oh, yes.
Yes, no,
Okay, good.
También.
Okay.
It's gonna be,
Already,
Yeah.
so we'll know, because
Good idea.
who's
Yes.
going to, you know, take them to their table? We're padrinas, we're having enough.
Well, I mean,
without-
we're all working as a team, I mean, everybody's
Okay.
contributing.
Okay, so
So
we
we'll
will
put the
know,
table
you
number
know,
of the-
Councilwoman Cigarroa goes to table 13.
Yeah, there's two
Right.
tables already
Okay,
assigned for the
okay.
mayor and the council,
Okay.
and a guest. It's
Okay.
a guest and the council person.
Good.
So we have two tables, that's 20 people.
20.
Okay.
20 people.
So
So, and they'll be assigned a number.
A number of the table.
Right,
Okay.
besides those other 9 tables.
Okay.
Good.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Good question.
When you're doing that, Sandra, also, I don't know if you would like to include that after you introduce your special guests or guests that are here or at the reception. Maybe you could have all past honorees of Hall of Famers to please stand up and be recognized, because I know that a lot of people that were past honorees will be there, invited by all these ladies that are gonna be inducted. You know, just to be recognized so that people.
That's a nice gesture.
Stand, yeah, stand. and be-
All former
We
Hall of
won't know
Famers.
until they make it the
See,
announcement.
I don't know who they are,
I
so
know, but-
that's why we just ask them to stand.
Exactly,
Any
because I
past
mean,
honorees, please stand.
Yes.
Nomás el-
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna,
No, no.
You're not gonna be
Not
recognizing the
recognized.
individual
Yeah.
as a
Just to
whole.
stand, yeah, that's,
So-
the-
Any
that's
past
a great idea.
honorees.
That's a great
Right,
idea.
that's a great idea.
I mean,
Okay, and
stand
then
up.
after I do the introduction of the guests, then that should be approximately about 11:30, okay? And from 11:30 to 12:30, we're gonna do the brunch, okay? And then as soon as we, at brunch, I'll start saying 5 minutes or 3 minutes before, okay, everybody, you know, it's almost time to start. And everybody take their seats in case people are standing or whatever they're doing. And then at 12:30 approximately, I'll be introducing the guest speaker. And that should be, I'm gonna give her 40 minutes. She wants to do a PowerPoint presentation.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. but
It's a long time. That is,
40
can I tell you?
Long
In any research that you do for guest speakers, attention span of the audience
30.
is gonna be 30 is already pushing it. It should be 20 max. 20 max. The audience is gonna get totally bored.
Well, let me tell you why, and let me, if you have, yes, you're right, but let me give you her explanation. And that's what she asked me, okay? Can I do a PowerPoint presentation? She's gonna have, you know, be doing clicking and talking about whatever her presentation is, and then she wants to do a Q&A, that's why.
I don't think we should have a Q&A. I really don't. We're not there to discuss anything. We're there to honor the Hall of Famers.
And so, I mean, that's why I'm bringing it up here, because this is what she wants, and I told her, well, you know.
I have another suggestion.
Okay.
I think that the guest speaker should be after the honorees. I think we're honoring
Yes.
them, not
Yes.
her,
Yes.
you know,
I agree.
not her.
Well, I
think
followed the program that y'all have done. It's a guest speaker, and
Before,
then.
no,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
No, and if you do the honorees, then people
Look,
will
guest
start
speaker
eating.
first, guest speaker first, and then.
Well, can I tell you
and then
something
honoree.
though? May I tell you?
Yes.
What, I think it's a great idea. I was gonna suggest to move the guest speaker to the end, but the guest speaker always does talk first.
Oh, okay, okay. I don't remember
And
that.
you might, somebody might be there, they honor who they're there for.
And then leave. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Just
okay.
tell her
Hey, well,
maybe
that they'll wait for, because you're getting.
But let's go back. I think that the protocol for the honorary, I mean, the guest speaker is first.
Okay.
And then, but now let's talk about the time frame, which I was trying to break my head, I was breaking my head thinking, well, how much time? You know, she's gonna do a PowerPoint presentation, and then she wants to do a Q&A. Should I just tell her no Q&A?
No Q&A.
Just
20 minutes. You really should tell her you're in control of the event, not the guest speaker. So you tell the guest speaker you have 20 minutes, because we have been guest speakers, obviously not in that level, but they tell you, you have 10 minutes to talk, and you have to do that. The same thing I
Have a time and
Yes.
finish time.
And anyway, here in Laredo, there's not a lot of Q&A. Am I correct?
Right.
For some reason,
There's a first.
they may get out of
Stick
hand.
around afterwards to
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
questions.
that's what I
Yeah,
said.
because I really think we need to highlight the honorees,
honorees,
they're
yeah.
the ones that we need to,
Yeah.
and yes, we want the guest speaker to speak, but that's
Yes.
all, I know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll talk to
And-
her, I'll call her and I'll tell her,
And you
hey,
can-
the commission said.
No,
No, I'm not gonna tell her that.
Well, I
I'm
know,
just kidding.
yeah.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
No, but you can tell her it's consensus.
I don't think
You know, that
Well,
I think it's.
a class session at a
Yes.
conference.
And she used to
Right.
doing that.
It's not a
She used to
conference.
doing that.
You know, and I think maybe she might be relieved,
You know,
in a way,
It's a lot.
in a way. You know, so I wouldn't worry if you tell her it's
I
20
mean,
minutes
it's
or
nice
30
if it
minutes.
was like.
Yeah.
Okay,
She doesn't-
I'll take, she's
Yeah.
super down to earth, she'll
Yeah,
probably
she's-
say that's great. I don't think there's a problem. There's no problem.
No, I don't
Okay,
think
so then, she'll be,
relieved, I think.
we'll cut her down to 20 minutes and no
Let's do 30.
PowerPoint. No,
Yeah,
she can do a
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
No, I mean, whatever she can put in there, but
20 minutes.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
whatever she wants to do in
To
those
do
20
in 20
minutes. But in 20 minutes, because there's some that disregard.
Well, I
what you
know,
request.
Esther, but
And it
you know,
might happen.
I've done that before in many, I've done so many Imagine Award dinners. And I've told, when they went up to speak, and I've told them 20 minutes or 15, whatever, and there was a person that wouldn't, I had to nudge his coat and say, you know, because it's embarrassing, because people are lit, and you're over here,
She wouldn't do that.
no, you know what I'm saying? I think.
She's very-
Well, just turn the microphone off.
No.
No.
Start playing music like the Oscars.
Well, your time is up.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, okay,
think
so we go
she'll be
down
ready.
to 20 minutes. Now,
Yes.
then we'll start the induction.
Yes, I think the induction. is-
Now, let me
is
share with you,
wonderful.
I know that Rosa Maria wanted to do the history of the rebozo and all of that.
Oh, no,
It's very long.
No, it's not very long. I did it for the Pan American Roundtable last year, and I sent it, it was all over, broadcast all over South America, Mexico, South America. It took 2 minutes for the history, and then a minute and 48 minutes, 48 seconds for the point. So that's less than 5 minutes, both of them.
Would that be done
But I-
after?
No, well, I talked to Nikki, she's printing it in the back. of the book.
Yeah, but the history can be in the back,
History.
and I'll just, tell that the history is there.
No, well, then, yeah.
And they can see it, and how important, all I wanna do, because we're giving the rebosos, and it's 10 rebosos at 85, we're spending it, and because the rebosos have much significance, es el símbolo de la mujer mexicana. And so that's why, instead of corsages, we're giving them that. That is a valuable thing. They should wear it proudly. We are Mexican American here, and we're proud to be Mexican women. And I want to highlight that. And I think it's a beautiful thing. We're giving the rebosos, está tu rebozo. No, there's a significance to that.
And in all fairness, Rosie, they know that. When we present them with the rebozo, and they know that, and the story in the back will tell the story. I would highly recommend. we
Pero
stay-
how long does it take?
2 minutes.
2 minutos?
It's very long, it's very
That's
long.
it?
Yeah.
2 minutes from my
2 minutes
point.
is not that long.
The whole idea was to stay focused on the Hall of Fame, and that was it, not
And so
to.
we did it last year,
I know,
and it
but-
was it was very significant. Well, the program was long. The program was
Yes,
long.
I heard
The program was long, but not my poem was not long.
Ladies, okay, I know that the last time, 2 years ago, that was done. This time, we're gonna put it on the program at the very end.
Yeah, and just that takes, when I said it over the video, because they took a video of me, I have it right here, so you can tell. It's like 3 minutes and some seconds. And then the poem is 1 minute and 48 seconds. And I said, oh, let me show it to them that it's only 2 minutes. And that's, it's a powerful, I don't know.
Pero, I mean, maybe.
And a lot of people don't know it, Esther, that it is significant. Most people
Okay,
don't know.
Rosie.
They're not. Most people don't.
Sandra has,
Okay,
Oh.
I'm recommending, strongly recommending that we have the history in the back and the people can read it at their leisure, wherever they want. And I'm recommending that if Rosa Maria she wants to say the
I want
poem,
to say the poem, I think it's important.
then right before I start the induction ceremony, you go up and say it.
Okay, we're already cutting 40 minutes from the other lady, I mean, it was 45, we're cutting 25 minutes off.
Well, it doesn't matter because we don't know how long it's gonna be for us to present 9 bios. We have to, Amber and I are gonna take turns. We have 9 ladies that we have to
How long
read their
are
bios.
there's one page.
It's a page, but, we're not gonna be, we have to take our time and then get the lady come up and they
We're
sit
gonna
down.
read all of, you're gonna read
We
everything?
have to introduce.
But
Not every
What they
minute.
did, just to kind of give everybody an idea,
Remember
is
you
they
had it last
minimized it to
Yes.
one
Yes,
page
to one
only.
page.
Because everybody's so gifted and talented and
Yes.
amazing that they could write even a book because
Yeah.
it's, wow. But it was minimized to one page. So you talk about 5 minutes per,
Per lady.
5 minutes per lady, that's already 45 minutes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and last time, I remember that if it's gonna be printed and the people are already gonna be seen.
No,
We're not gonna
no,
read what's printed.
that's not gonna be.
We're not gonna read it.
No, that last time was thrown out the last
No,
minute.
we're not gonna.
This
do
is
that.
very different.
It's gonna be very
And
different.
then
So
they will get
how
them
long are you
talk
gonna, we don't let
5 minutes,
them
we
talk.
said 5 minutes
Per person.
per person.
That's about
So that's
45
45 minutes. And that's what it should be.
The
Because
ladies
they're
are
the
not
ones
gonna
that are
speak.
being
No,
honored.
not gonna
The ladies are not gonna.
They're not gonna talk.
No, it's
No,
gonna be
they're
like,
not.
I'm gonna introduce, okay, so first I'll introduce, Judge Saldana, and then Amber will come up and she'll introduce the next person, and then we're gonna take turns to break them a knot, But it's gonna take time, and then they come up and they sit down, they applaud, you give them they get their plaque, you have to take a picture. Maybe 5, 6 minutes, I don't know, we can't be exact, we have to play it all by ear as
And then
we
they
go
sit down
along.
and then the Marian goes to the back.
And then you
to
give them the
next
flag, and then
person.
people want to take pictures, so I can't, okay, 5 minutes, yeah, next one, it's gotta flow.
That's
everything
the
has to-
plan.
Yes.
And hopefully it goes that way.
And that's why we have to be careful, because it's about them, ladies, it's about the honorees, and we need to give them the time they deserve. That's my idea. But you can say the poem before I start that, I'll say,
Because they're gonna have
introduce you
the-
briefly.
Yeah, so they'll know why.
The significance.
Pero you don't
Yes.
say anything about the history, just the point.
Ahí lo dice todo.
Ahí lo dicen.
I lo dice, yeah, I know, I read it, it's
Yes,
beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please leave the part where we thank Gloria Huerta Rios, Gloria, and that she's gonna be there. I think there's a part there, we thank her. That she
In
is
the
from,
history.
in the history is there, because she is from San Luis Potosí,
Yes, I believe
she was
everything
born
is there.
there where they make them, and she is offering them.
But we're not gonna
She's-
say all that.
No, it's there,
It's-
but it's
it's
there,
there,
yes,
yeah.
it's already in the
And she's
store.
gonna have her calendars or no?
No, she's selling books and more rebosos.
And
And we've
cal-
always let her, I don't know that she has calendars, but
no.
she,
Yeah.
I don't know if she
Can we
has.
have a selling, sell?
They have like a.
Yeah, we
calendar
did
door.
it last time. She sold last time.
Well,
So
because the
Patricia-
commission was buying them.
The commission was buying them.
Before the.
We were buying them, Trisha Cortez,
Oh,
Lula
Rebosos.
Rebosos, yes.
But books,
I
how
don't know
about
about the
books?
books.
Well, books,
I mean, we don't announce.
Remember I told you last time, but I told you all last time that we wanted to present the books to the library and have somebody, and then you said, well, maybe in the library board, or maybe with, somebody else you. So, but we didn't
No, that's the
say
library
anything.
board, I don't know.
No, no,
about
no,
your rules.
I said it during the Laredo Commission, and you recommended
The library.
that we do it for the library, but I did recommend, she has book. I mean, she's already doing a big favor for us for doing the, well, no, well, let me tell you, Esther, if we would have bought those rebosos from Vegas, let's say, do you think Mr. Vega's gonna go and put the rebosos?
Rosie, we're the
and-
ones that visited with her the very first time. We're the ones that
I know,
contracted her.
I
Okay,
know.
we know the cost of the rebosos,
Uh-huh.
and they went up. We get that. And I met with her for hours too. I get the story and everything. But we have to focus on what is the whole reason why we're getting together and not promote anything like that. I mean, we have to, one thing is to say, if anybody would like a rebozo, you're more than welcome to stop by. There'll be
That's all,
somebody
that's
there.
all, and-
But not promote the book and all that, because,
No, it doesn't say anything about the books.
Okay.
She's just gonna have some few books.
yeah.
I didn't think it was a big
She
deal.
told me just come.
Yes, and I don't think it's a big deal. It's a beautiful book. It's, you know,
Nobody's making,
But she's making profit.
well,
making a profit,
she's
so-
making, but, again, but she's doing us a favor, I really,
I
by
think
coming
that's a
over.
vote on. You guys,
Because-
and if you want, I can take it higher up and ask.
I personally think that I would be happy to announce, hey, and these rebosos are beautiful and all of that. And if anybody, Ms. Ortiz is the last name?
No, Rios.
Ms. Rios has them available if anybody's interested in buying a reboso.
At the
But
end,
the
at the
book,
end.
I don't know, we should do the
well,
book.
don't say anything, she's gonna have them there.
Just
They
say the
see it.
rebosos, yeah,
Just
just
say
the
that-
rebosos.
But the
And then
rebosos
she has
is-
it on the side.
And the rebosos is already there, you don't have to say
Is there
anything.
is there any way that it would be okay to put, history of the rebosos book available? Will be available for
No,
purchase?
we don't need to, no.
No, she has it there, and she
It's
can
already
offer
there,
her.
it's-
Están en trámites también.
Está bien, no, and, I mean, she's just trying to make a living, and I, because I asked last time, and you said, well, maybe she can do it in the,
At the
at the library, or maybe at the.
Let's just
big
leave it at
room.
that. I
Let's
think
leave it at
that's-
that.
Yes, just do it.
Because they're
Just-
gonna be coming
But-
in and a
Yeah, but we are thanking her. We are thanking her for making them
Recognizing her
available,
work.
Yeah.
For her work.
for her work. Because she goes over and beyond, I think. Nobody else that would sell us rebosos would come and iron for them, iron them
Pin
for
them
us,
on.
and putting them on. They wouldn't do it. Nobody.
They just give.
We just
Yeah,
give
that they
it, we
do
need
say.
to thank her,
Yeah,
Oh,
and so,
definitely.
and it's there in the story, the one I sent you, it says, we thank Miss so-and-so Gloria Huerta de Rioso, for doing that, because she's promoting our cultural heritage, I don't know.
Her complete name is Gloria Huerta.
Gloria Huerta, I have her,
Hernandez.
Gloria Huerta Hernandez de Rios, pero she goes by Gloria
De
Huerta
Rio,
Hernandez.
de Rio.
Gloria Huerta, Huerta, Gloria Huerta Hernandez, that's her.
Gloria Huerta Hernandez.
De Rios, but she doesn't put De Rios on it.
It's not on the
No, it's Gloria Huerta. No, I know.
Okay,
That's
so
her married name,
we've
and she
already
doesn't-
decided
and
on
that's what
that,
I don't
and
do.
then we'll continue with the induction ceremony, and then that's it, concluding remarks, just again thanking everybody for being there, and then I'll say, let's do a group picture, everybody comes and they stand behind the ladies, and we take group pictures, and I believe that should be it.
At that time, we're still there.
And put-
The ladies, let's say we're doing Judge Saldani. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna start or it's gonna be Amber. You introduce, the Madrina comes up with her, take pictures, give it her. She sits down to the front, the Madrina goes to the back. So by the
They're
time,
already up there.
by the time you finish the last
Everybody's already
Yeah.
up
everybody's there. Okay, it's now time for photos, and you have the person from the city, from the media,
to
from,
take pictures.
and then the family. Okay, everybody starts taking pictures, and we're there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna have to, okay, everybody.
No, no,
no,
They're
we're
already
behind
there.
full-time,
And except for Ms. Romero,
who doesn't have any.
she doesn't have a,
She joins.
but she'll join you.
And me, and
And,
Amber,
and
we're
then-
gonna be up there because we'll stand behind her.
And we'll ask Mary and Angie and her to join us as well to be in the picture. And there's a picture that sometimes the mayor comes in and he stands there on the
Oh, and
picture.
his wife in front of
Of course, the wife is always with you.
Yes,
that would be
There's
very
this
nice.
one
Yeah.
where the mayor stands and
Yeah, we can take hundreds of
Yes.
pictures, as many as we
Yes.
want.
It's
They're not limited. We can
Y
take
ya se van los
all
que quieran,
kinds,
se
one
van.
with the
Sí.
mayor, without,
Sí.
with
Y
the
how about one
with the
with-
wife,
with the
with
guest speaker?
everything.
Because it is
With
a
the
city
guest
event,
speaker,
so we have
with
to be
whoever.
First is gonna-
Better to come
And it's
después.
one.
ladies, first it's gonna be, I mean, everybody's already in position. You finished? We call esta niña, and then we take a group picture, then we put that, and then the mayor
then we
comes in.
invite
Then the mayor comes in.
And then everybody takes good pictures, pero ya estamos, you don't have to waste time.
Calling
Okay,
people.
yeah, because we're already sitting there with our honorees.
Yes,
Yeah, we're there.
absolutely.
That is such a
That's gonna-
Okay, I
Just
think
fine.
so, yeah. Okay, then,
Everything's well that ends well.
oh, yes.
And so
Then
we start
next we
putting
have,
And that day you want us to wear black, right?
Sí.
oh, we agreed. I don't, it's
Yes,
not that I
yes.
wanted.
And then we have
it's
that
we
rose.
agreed.
Then we could put them a rose.
Black?
Black, we're all
all
gonna
black.
wear black. A black outfit dress or outfit. Because it's elegant, it's for elegance.
That's what she decided for that.
Well, ladies, I mean, I suggested and then everybody agreed and so.
Yeah, because we're gonna have a pink rose, it's not real, pero parece que es de veras, y nos las va a pintar, so
Yeah.
está nice. And it's gonna have a little thing in, just to put it here.
Spring is in the air.
Spring is in the air.
Colors.
Todavía no.
Spring is in the air.
Wait, you wear black all the
Yeah.
time?
No, that's why I don't want to wear any more black.
When are you
But that's
working?
okay. Whatever, it's all work.
No,
I
no, just do it
don't
like.
want to.
You don't want to
You don't wear.
Don't worry, be different. You're gonna be,
Okay.
okay, let's move on, ladies.
Okay,
Please, we're gonna
I
work
have
that
one
way.
question.
Everybody already knows what we
I have one
decided.
question. What is the estimated time of, when it finishes?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. okay.
Yeah, this is from 11 to 2 and I'm
Everything falls into place, everything falls.
Everything. All right, then Manuel Ponce is gonna play for 2 hours. He'll start at 10:30 until 11, and then when I start this part of the program, and then during lunchtime, and then he'll stop again before the program. Okay? And then flowers, if you're taking flowers, the awards, Diana's taking care of the inscriptions. Basically,
You already have it?
yes, I met with Nikki, I already told you 3 times, right? We met, we also discussed this. This is the official logo of the city of Laredo. She gave me, and she said that this is the logo for the Laredo Commission. So this is how it'll be on the plaque, and it says, "The city of Laredo and the Laredo Commission for Women proudly honors the Honorable Diana Saldana, United States District Judge, Civic Leadership, Public Service, Hall of Fame inducted March 17, 2024. Okay?
Inducted or inductee?
Inducted on that day, when she was inducted.
So that-
And I printed them all, Diana, for you.
That belongs to me, so.
I
let me get it.
printed it all, but just double check it, make sure that everything's correct, or, you know, if anything needs to be, checked. Okay, next, what else? The honor guard, we already talked, the national honor invocation, guest speaker, Dr. Maria Vegano, and that's it. Okay, Christian Del Rio, called me, he wants to do a story of, and recognize each woman, or each of the 9 women, and he's gonna start on the day of, International Women's Day, which is the 8th of March. And so we're gonna schedule 3 women, and then the other Friday, another 2, and another 2, and another 2, all the month of March.
Who's Christian De Leo?
From
CNN.
Oh, okay.
People have asked me if he's my son.
Oh,
Because I have a Del Rio, because my kids are
Yeah, that's
Del Rio.
right, that's
Yeah.
right.
So just FYI,
He's-
I believe that's it, Diana and Sylvia, do y'all, can you think of anything else that we discussed? We just have more work for Nikki, she has to do those little invitations.
I think
And the
that's it.
certificate of appreciation.
If we have something else, we'll let you know, pero pues como quiera,
Well, we have one more meeting. We have a meeting on March the, let's see, on March the 11th, which is during spring break.
No voy a estar aquí. I get in on March the 12th. Well, you don't need me. I'm
March the 11th, so that will be our final before everything, before it happens, before the event. And that's it. Now, the other item is International Women's Day. Amber didn't show up, but she asked me to put this on the agenda. I believe she's going to have an event on March the 8th that is going to be co-sponsored by the Laredo Commission for Women at Mile 1 from 11 to 1 p.m. International Women's Day. She's gonna have some speakers that are going to be having a panel discussion or something.
We're gonna have that deal, o siempre no, con el
I haven't heard anything.
They always sponsor.
She hadn't, I don't think they have got in contact with her.
No.
We usually reach out to them. We usually reach out to the council.
To the council.
We do.
I'll call, is Jimena, ¿verdad? I think
so.
her name is Jimena.
Have you ever done that, Jose?
No.
Yes.
Está bien bonito.
See, the when we walk to the bridge,
Bien
and
bonito.
they walk from over there, they meet.
That's on a Saturday.
La flor y.
Pues ellos nos invitaron el año pasado. They
No,
invited
you come.
me, pero
I
yeah,
know
but
I
they
went
sent
there,
a
and then
formal
we went
invitation.
the year before, cuando estaba bien
Para que no nos dejen a última hora porque we were scrambling to get
Last year it was who? You?
I
Three of
went.
us, I think two of us, and we carried the banner.
Yeah.
I'll call her. Okay, and so Amber's doing that, ladies, you wanna put it on your calendar? On March the 8th, from 11 to 1 p.m., International Women's Day. Amber's having something at Mile 1, okay?
But that's international, it's also the bridge.
The bridge, is it the bridge
Yes,
that
it's
morning?
bridge
The bridge
one.
I
what
don't know,
time?
I haven't contacted,
Okay.
they haven't contacted
They're
me.
probably gonna do it. El cónsul nos va a hablar, nos habla, nos invite us.
Yeah, if it is, it's earlier in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Earlier,
it's
and then from there we can go.
Yes, y de ahí nos pasamos
Okay.
para allá.
And then also Amber was talking about redoing our logo, but I really don't know exactly what she was talking about, so we're gonna table that item. Is that okay, Lydia?
Yeah.
Table it until she
May I ask
comes.
why is that reason?
She mentioned that I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That's
I
why
think we
said
would have to
that-
vote on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what she
definitely.
said.
Yeah, so I wanna table it. She
Yeah.
just
We'll
asked
table
me to put it.
Because when I saw-
and a second to table?
Well, when I saw that on the agenda, that came to a surprise to me because whenever we did the LCW, it was a long process. It was-
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she
why-
said, I wanna talk about redoing, or revising the logo, and I said, hey, you bring it up at the meeting,
But,
and that's why she asked us to put it on the, well, she asked you all, actually, right? Yeah, Angie. She talked to Angie.
But I mean, why wasn't it discussed through the whole,
Before
She's
put on
not
the
here, because
agenda.
she's not here.
no. When you all decided to put that in the agenda.
We didn't decide, she just called, and she said, can you please
Sure,
put
you
this
can
on the
just-
agenda?
So that's a very good question to, if I may ask.
Well, the reason is that when we did the LCW, because before we used to have the logo from the city, our shirts, the blouses, had the logo, and it said Laredo Commission for Women. It was the logo from the city and the Laredo Commission for Women.
Years ago.
Years ago, because you remember I'm the oldest.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying years ago, because this is
Yes.
something,
Yes,
Yeah.
and then it took us a while before, and I'm sure Esther and Julia were at that time, I think we were the only people that were there when they ended up coming up with the LCW. At that time, they ended up doing, instead of using the whole city emblem, we did the Laredo Commission for Women. Okay.
another time.
Well, I mean, that's what we have right now.
Right.
It took us a while before we did that. It was a lot of work. Now, but my question is, and I don't know, it brought me by surprise, and I had called Angie, but she wasn't here. I wanted to know, Laredo Commission for Women logo, like, I mean, like, what are we talking about?
Honestly, ladies, or to answer your question, Diana, I have no idea. She just called, she said, I want to add 2 items to the agenda,
Which is
And that-
International
which is
Women?
International Women, she did share that with me, that it was gonna be, that's why I have it here, when it's gonna be and what she's gonna do and all of that. You and I went to it last year, remember?
Yes, very
It
interesting.
was very nice. And then she said, and I also wanna discuss the logo, that's all she told me, I feel like we need
So
to
we can't
revise it.
really,
No,
But she's
Just let
not
her
here.
speak to
Yeah.
it.
Wait, so I have a question.
Yes.
In other organizations, before we put anything in the agenda, it has to be approved by the board, the officers. Is this not the case here, and we can put anything on the agenda?
it goes through the chair,
Okay.
so.
You approved it.
Was I told her to call in?
It was in that, in a way,
Yeah,
it's
in a way,
kind of,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Because I didn't know, since I don't know anything about it, I said, do you
No,
wanna discuss it? She said,
Chair, it should be, not the chair, it should not be one, that's,
It has to be the board.
it has to be the 4 officers that discuss
That's
whatever goes on the
gonna, then we
agenda.
don't have anything on, usually we go to the chair, what do you
Yeah,
want,
but that's
what
not the-
do you
yeah,
want
and
on
we
the
do
agenda?
that like now, for next, like, does
Yeah.
anybody?
Yeah,
plans
no.
For next
But
week?
if anything comes up, it has to go through you.
Okay, and she did call, and she said, and I said, well, I don't add items to, I had already added my only item, which was
The Hall of
this,
Fame.
the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And then she, after that, I said, I already submitted it, Amber, I told her. You know, I wish she was here, I said to her, you know, I said, Amber, I already submitted my agenda item. And then that's when she said, I'm gonna call in.
So I think that for future, if you don't mind, it has to follow, again, the protocol. No member can just call to.
I need to look
Where
at the
is
bylaws,
that?
I think it's in the bylaws
I
that,
think it's in the
it's-
bylaws.
but I don't,
I mean,
yes,
I'm researching.
because
I'm
that
just
would
talking
be,
about that.
I mean, by the time 4 people agree and.
It's not that hard, it's not that hard, because it's a chair and the co-chair and the secretary. It's not that
Do we
hard.
have
But
a
let's get that
Well, look at the
information. I don't wanna
bylaws.
say something that.
Well, I'm just saying, you know why, because that's a.
Ladies,
No.
Excuse me, I'm asking,
Yeah,
I'm
and-
asking, who's the secretary right now? We have no secretary.
Right.
We have a co-chair and a chair.
Right.
And
that's two-
parliamentarian.
And a parliamentarian.
I wasn't even aware of it. That's the reason I was asking.
Yeah.
And I had called Angie, but she wasn't available. I mean, when I saw that on the agenda, I said, well, Laredo Commission for Women logo. Like, I mean, what are they talking about?
And I have no idea, honestly, and because she's not here.
Okay.
So,
And that's okay. That's okay. But, yes, Lupita.
to ask a question.
I think that, right now, we should have all our attention on the honorees. And this is about the logo and anything else that comes up new, we can pick it up in.
I agree.
I agree, that's why I recommend to table it, but then we're still discussing it, so.
Do you need a motion to table?
Let's, yeah.
I move that we table item number 3.
Second.
Is there, there's a first and a second? Those in favor? Again? Okay, so it's tabled. Thank you, Lupita.
Okay.
Okay,
And
let's go.
also, and another thing about this, when would the invitation and the tickets be ready, since we want the list with the name of their guests?
We're planning to give it to you all on the 29th, which is the day of the media reception.
So we can give it to you.
That's when we want them to give us the
The list.
names
Correct.
of the guests.
Yes.
So we need to give it to them next week.
No, 2 more weeks. On the 29th, Lupita.
Yeah, on the 29th is the media reception.
Right.
That's
And
what,
you want them to give us the list on that day?
no, before.
Yeah, it has to be before, so we need to give them the invitation and the tickets
No.
before, or no?
No.
She missed the discussion.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, then we'll just give them that, but we want the guest list before. I got it, thank you.
Okay. Anything else? I do want to talk about something, it's not on the agenda, but that, I don't know if we can discuss this. I guess under new business, yes.
New business.
We do not have a secretary. The secretary was, the lady that,
Esta,
Antiveros.
Ontiveros.
Taveros, and it was Dr. Villarreal. I mean, Reyes.
Dr. Reyes, right. So both of them are no longer members, but Amber was taking upon herself to take the minutes in the last two meetings, right?
Yeah, she's
January
turning
and,
them in, yes.
January, I guess it was January. December and January, right? What is the protocol, Diana or Maria, on, do we go have an election next, put it on the next
The
item?
secretary-
Agenda item is to
If I'm not
put,
mistaken, the secretary could be appointed by you.
okay,
It could be a voluntary basis, or you could appoint somebody.
I can do that today?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
you can appoint.
Would anybody here like to be the secretary? We need somebody desperately.
No. No, no.
Can I appoint somebody? If I want to. A volunteer.
Who's not here? No.
No está aquí Romero.
No sé, pero casi nunca viene. So how can she take minutes if she?
Lupita?
Lupita, would you want to be secretary?
I'll do it together with you, and if I have any questions.
I can be secretary. I'm already the chair.
You get together with Mary and Mary
You
and.
can get together with Mary and Angie.
Basically submit the minutes and we can work
And
with
you
that,
can-
and we can put them in the right form.
Okay, the thing is that I'm also involved in so many other things, no quiero quedar mal.
Well, Amber, like I said, she had volunteered, but she wasn't official. I don't know, and I would have to ask her.
Why don't we do it for next
Next
meeting?
meeting, we'll just put appointment of new secretary or.
Okay, that's all the positions that we need, secretary and co-secretary. Well,
You have traditionally had two, and that's up to you. If one can't do it, the other one can. So maybe Lupita would be interested in
We
being.
can do, that works so well when we have
Yes.
co-chair.
Okay, maybe it
so
could be you and-
co-secretaries and co-treasurer.
Yeah, maybe it
It
could
works
be.
very well, because
I'll
when
ask
one's after the other one picks up the slack.
Yeah.
Like for the March meeting, I won't be here, I'm gonna go to Hawaii, so I'm gonna be there, I won't be here in March.
Okay, that's fine. We'll discuss it next time, and beforehand, I will talk to Amber, and maybe she could be the secretary, you could be the co-chair, or vice versa.
Co-secretary.
I mean,
Co-secretary.
secretary.
Co-secretary.
Co-secretaries, yes. Okay, thank you, Lupita, I appreciate it. Okay, I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to do that because I have been wanting to bring that up since we didn't have an official secretary, and Amber said, oh, I'll do it, but it's not official, you know, we need an official.
Well, we need to ask if you would like to.
You'll have time to.
Okay. Anything else, lady? Anything else?
Nothing else.
One of the things that we used to have before, we used to record it.
Well, right now it's being recorded.
No, but I mean, we used to have it
Oh,
where
yeah.
the secretary could go over it.
It is.
Well,
It is.
being
It is.
recorded.
You can do
Yeah,
it.
no, guys,
It's the same.
I'm talking about access for the secretary to go over it and do
She
it.
has access to.
But that's posted, never mind.
You can always go find me,
Okay,
and get all the information, she'll help you out.
Any other new business? So for next month, you're going to add that already for the agenda, right?
The
So the
secretary.
agenda items for next month will be another update on Women's Hall of Fame. And then, no more International Women's Day because it would have already passed, right? And then, appointment of secretary, correct? And, do we put that logo thing again or not?
No,
I don't think so.
no.
No, not next month.
So we're not gonna discuss that.
Concentrate on.
Okay,
the-
on the following. Okay, anything else? Anybody have an agenda item?
Well, under new business, I know this is not related to the Laredo Commission, but being part of the board for the Laredo Commission, for Habitat for Humanity, in March the 2nd, we're also celebrating the Women's International Month. And we had stopped because of the pandemic, and we had stopped the building of the homes by all women. And I would like to invite each and every one of you, before we used to help out and go volunteer for the women's build. This time we're doing this is the biggest house that we're gonna be building. It is a 4-bedroom, 2 bathrooms front porch, back porch, utility room in the back, landscaping, and it's a complete house, and it's built by all women. And this is in March, and we're very honored to say that we're back on track because of the pandemic we had stopped, and we're selling the square footage for half a tile for $25, a whole tile for $50 in memory of a loved one or in honor of one of your loved ones. Or you could buy as many square footage that you would like to donate, and it is tax-free. And it is an amazing contribution to the city of people that are making a turnaround to become better individuals for our community. We've had so many stories to where we've had different individuals that have become owners, and to where they started with a Habitat home. Well, I want you to know that there's an individual who was a single parent, male, not female, but male, and that individual went and took it upon himself to continue to get educated, continue to further his education. He returned that house, and he lives in Plantation right now. Okay? So everything's possible to make a difference in somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that it impacts the family, because, I mean, there's families with babies as they're growing up, because sometimes there's families that live 20 people to a room. And we're trying to pick up all these people that are living in those horrible conditions in making their lives a better life to live in Laredo. And believe me, you see those big smiles in those faces, because I've worked from all the way from the foundation of the house, with Ms. Cordova's house. She was a single parent, 3 adults, and all the way to building the home, not only myself, but all the women, all volunteers throughout the city. We have volunteers that come in from the north, from during spring break. We have teachers, nurses, students. Instead of them taking a vacation for their spring break, they come to Laredo and come and help us. And by making a difference within this lives, we
May I be
make...
excused?
Yes, you may.
ma'am.
I'm sorry that I'm boring you, Lupita.
No,
But I think this is a very important issue, not only because we're all women, but just so you'll know that making a difference, even if it's $5 donation, to where these people can live up a better life. And there's so many stories that you could have. No, you don't have the slightest idea. When these people, and as teachers, as educators, Ms. Diana, myself, and many others that have become educators, and we know our surrounding areas, where we make a difference in those families, where you help them out and make a big difference. And so I invite each and every one of you, if you'd like to either make a donation or go and volunteer at any time. It doesn't have to be Women's Build. It could be any time. You can just get in contact with Habitat. And believe me, it is the biggest reward that you could have, the biggest satisfaction, the biggest reward in your life.
Yeah, excuse me. What date is that you're inviting us to go for the Women's
It's
Day?
March the 2nd.
March the 2nd, where is that gonna be?
Well, the location, I don't have it with me at this time.
Okay.
But,
Is it like a ceremony?
No.
or-
This is the actual building of the house.
Oh, okay. I
We're
thought
already-
you were inviting us like to International Women's Day event that you already
No.
have.
This is already going to be, we're doing, tomorrow we're doing a press release at the Webb County Court. Where we're doing the kickoff.
Okay.
And then we're having, we're doing another event at the Casa Blanca, where we're gonna go, this time is the first time that we're gonna charge $25 to get a hard hat, a t-shirt, and a meal paid
For the
Women's
people that are
Build.
gonna go.
Before, we would never ask for a registration fee, but because it's so harsh right now with all the economy, we're having to charge for the t-shirt. We usually would give the t-shirt. We would give him a meal because we would get sponsors through the city, from Olive Garden, through Emperor Garden, Mr. Juan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we used to have a lot of donations, but because of the situations right now, we're having to charge a $25 fee to get the hard hat, the t-shirt, and the meal for that day. And it is a great event, and it could be all year round. But I mean, as March being Women's Month, the Habitat is very happy to welcome back the Women's Build in our community, and it makes a big difference. I know that at this time, I don't know after when, but there was a lot of people in the commission that used to go and help out. And if those ladies would have been here, they would have been making a testament. Yes, and it's, I mean, even if it's just picking up or giving water to somebody else because they're cutting and they're doing all these things. Yes, it is a completely satisfactory, excellent idea to help out and be a volunteer. So with that in mind, thank you for your 1 minute. And if you would like to donate, you're more than welcome. And
aquí tengo lo que me dices para que.
thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Dan Rodriguez just presented on the Habitat for Humanity. Thank you so much. Anybody else have anything else on new business? We will see each other then at our next event on February the 20th.
No, that was the meeting. I thought it was the meeting.
February
The media reception.
29th at the media reception. If you can go a little bit earlier, just to make sure that everything is in place. She said we can get there, they're gonna open at 4:30, and make sure that, we have that. You're taking the roses, and I believe that they don't have my agenda, we're wearing pink, and that should be it. Thank you all so much. It's everybody helping out. It's gonna be different.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. We finished at 7:07.
Long meeting.